I've got a couple of old, very rusty mortice lever locks. I believe these are unions, not 100% sure. As you can see looking at the keyway, there's no curtain in them. There is 5 levers in these locks, but no false gates. So they're pretty standard locks to pick. So we're going to pick these both open, and I'm just going to show you what's inside them. I'm going to use a bent nail tension tool and an homemade pick. I've picked these in the past, and I know that there is the pivot point. So the levers come across here. So it's easier to pick this, lifting the levers from the furthest part from where they pivot. You can pick them lifting the levers that way, but it's a lot harder. I always pick furthest away from the pivot points. We're going to pick lifting them that way. So bent nail tension tool. The bolt is at the back on these ones. So you put your tension tool in to the back of the lock. Obviously, if it turns like that, it's because you've come out the other end. So make sure when you put your tool in, what I do is I put my tool in, I'll just show you. I know it's a bit basic stuff, but I'll show you. I put my tool in and then I turn it like that. And then I push it till it can't go any further. If you put your tool in and you're just going straight, you can come out the back of it. So put your tool in, turn it a bit and then push it till it stops, and then you know you're at the back of the lock. Right, so we're going to put quite heavy tension on it because there's no false gates in this lock. And we're just going to pick it up. We're going to pick the levers up from that side. So I find picking locks from this way a little bit trickier than I would when I normally pick a lock. And it's just probably because you're used to picking in a certain way. But like I say, there's no false gates in these, so they're not hard to pick open. I've got a little bit of movement then, and we get it open. So obviously you need to throw the bolts, but I'm not going to mess about doing that. I'll just close it with my finger. Same with this one, tension tool in, turn it a little bit, push it to the back of the lock, and then put your tension on. We're going to pick it the same way. Heavy tension, no false gates, standard locks to pick, ideal if you've just started to learn how to pick lever locks. We get that one open, you can see all the bits of paint coming off it still. And again, we're not going to mess about, we're just going to close it up like that. So let's have a quick look inside these. I'm going to speed it up now, purely because it takes a while getting these screws out. And that's what's inside these locks. I did say they was going to be very dirty inside. And they are, I believe, unions. Please correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm no locksmith and I don't know my locks from one to another. They all look the same to me. Anyway, that's it for now. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Try a bit.